lo he estado trabajando mucho más que antes. Creo que
I think that
yo
my
tengo la
record
ventaja
speaks
en
for
ese lado.
itself. Sorry, ¿qué? Ah, no, perdón, creía que habías dicho algo. My record speaks for itself, really. I am all about the knockout, and I have been perfecting it ever since my last fight, getting ready for this one. So, you know, my power, it's going to be the key for me, no doubt about it.
Maul, you heard that. I mean, he believes that his power is going to be the difference in this fight. You know, you're at home. You know, people love you, and they're going to want to see a knockout. What's your response?
Hey, bring on the power. Bring me the power. I want the power. You better be strong as you talking, because I want the power. I want to see you be strong. I want to feel the power. Bring it to me. I want it. I'll show you what I do with the power. Trust me.
Do you want me to translate that?
Absolutely,
Look,
Martin. His
translate it.
response.
Bring me the fucking power.
Aquí Charlo dice que por favor, tráeme el poder. Todo lo que tengas, porque lo quiero ver. Quiero ver ese poder del que tanto hablas.
Pues ya casi lo siente. Ya casi lo siente. Esperemos este sábado ya casi. Estoy muy ansioso yo también, así como él. Quiero ser el número 1.
Oh, you're about to feel it, trust me. And I'm so excited for the Saturday, June 19th to come. My goal is to be number 1.
And my goal is to be the champion that I'm always am. So you'll see. Bring me the power. There's no style I haven't been able to see. Trust me.
Y su objetivo es demostrarte por qué es el campeón.
¿Perdón?
Y su objetivo es demostrarte por qué él es el campeón. Confía en ello.
Sí, adelante. Estamos preparados para todo.
We're ready for anything, guys.
Okay.
I'm telling you, folks, this is the kind of matchup we love. Listen here, Maul. Let me ask you this: as I was reading over some of the things that have been written about this fight, there were a number of people talking about Montiel because he is ranked number 4. Are you content? I guess the question is, are you content with the way you've been matched since you've been the middleweight, been at middleweight and the champion at 160?
I love it. I'm enjoying my life, you know. I'm enjoying being the best Jermall Charlo that I can be. You know, translate it for him, because he needs to know this. I enjoy the competition that they give me. They put me in matches. They want to see me fight Golovkin, Canelo, the top of the world, you know, so it makes me better. It makes me stronger. It makes me train better. I'm never okay or satisfied with just being where I'm at right now. I want to get better and better. So it's okay. Montiel, he young, he might not know, he might not understand, but one thing he'll be able to see on June 19th, that it was Jermall Charlo was for real.
Bueno, Juan, él quiere que se... Oh, go ahead, Brian, sorry.
No. Follow up to that, Jermall, you're successful. If you're successful June 19th, realistically, what would you like next for Jermall Charlo?
Apparently, the things that I want next, I don't never get. So I just want to continue. I just want to be safe. I want to be happy. I want to take care of my family. I put my life on the line. If they give me Canelo, I'll go to get Canelo. If they give me Golovkin, I'll go get Golovkin. Danny Jacobs, Andrade, whatever, whoever they want Jermall Charlo to fight. Right now, I got Juan Macías, you know, and he think he gonna knock me out. So he just lit the birthday cake for himself.
And Juan, the same question to you. You're victorious June 19th. You're all of a sudden the WBC middleweight champion. What would you like next after that?
Digamos que ganás, digamos que salís campeón y sos el campeón del peso mediano del CMB. ¿Qué es lo que te gustaría para tu carrera a futuro? ¿Cuáles son las peleas que anhelás si lográs ese cinturón?
Ahorita fíjate que ahorita pues no pienso en nadie más que en el campeón Charlo, pero pues ya sería decisión de mi promotor Samson.
To be honest with you, I'm only thinking about Jermall Charlo right now. There's nobody else I have the luxury to think about. It's only Charlo in my mind. And then If I win, it's up to my promoter, Samson Lekovic, to be able to get the fights that I want, but I'm only focused on Charlo.
And as we wrap this up, I know there are a number of media people that want to talk to you. Maul, have you thought about how long you want to be at 160?
I'm making 160 perfectly right now. I love I moved up from 154. I'm not finished at 160 right now. But you know, the bigger fights are ahead of me. So, you know, no matter what 160 do for me, you know, I got bigger fights ahead of me. But right now, like I said, I got something for Montiel.
And before we get to the media, I'll get your, do you had any response for Oscar De La Hoya, who came at you on social media today?
He came at me, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand Oscar De La Hoya. He promotes Canelo, then he don't promote Canelo. Like, he don't know where he want to be at. You know, he had a chance to sign me and didn't. So that's his loss. You know what I mean? Golden Boy is at the bottom of the podium right now. Nobody care about that.
I know there are members of the media who certainly want to ask you guys questions. All you have to do is hit the raise your hand bar there on the Zoom, and we will acknowledge you and allow you to ask your questions. Greg Domino from our communications department of Showtime Sports is with us, and he will acknowledge you and allow you to ask your questions. Greg?
Thank you, Brian. First question comes from Keith Ida, boxing scene.
Yes, my first question is for Jermall. Jermall, you beat Derevianchenko much more convincingly than Daniel Jacobs or Gennady Golovkin. Do you feel that you've been given the amount of credit that type of win warrants?
Nah, because they put me back in the ring with a guy like Juan Macías. You know, it's like high risk, low reward type. Like, you know, I get no credit by knocking Montiel out. I get no credit for beating Derevianchenko. I just got to continue to be the best I can be.
Do you feel maybe in some ways beating him the way that you did will make it harder for you to get the fights that you want in the middleweight division?
Nah, you know, it's easy to make the fights. And the fighter want to fight, you know, I'm the fighter. I want to fight the best in the world. So we'll see, you know, we'll see as it goes.
My last question for you is, if you can't get it looks like Golovkin's going to be wrapped up until next spring or whatever if he fights Murata. I don't know if the Andrade fight is even makeable at this point, but will it make you move up faster to 68 if there's nothing really left for you to do at 60?
No, just continue to keep fighting fights like these and until the guys realize, you know, that somebody got to come and try to get this WBC belt one day or another.
Okay, so you won't move up until you get one of those types of fights at 60.
I mean, I'm comfortable here at 160. I'm the king at 160. Man, the sky's the limit. I'll go up. Of course, you know, I'll go up for the bigger fights, but the bigger fights gotta come to me. You know, they gotta want to fight me. So I can't make them get in the ring with me. There's nothing I can do about that.
Thanks, Jermall. I just have one question for Juan. If you could ask him, how much more of a challenge does he feel Jermall is in terms of how much better he is than anyone that he has fought, including Munguia, to this point?
Bueno, Juan, la pregunta de Keith Isaac aquí es que ¿cómo te sentís en cuanto a los términos de Charlo siendo el mejor rival que jamás has enfrentado comparado con cualquier otro oponente que hayas tenido enfrente? ¿Cuál es la comparación que harías?
Pues creo, como te digo, es un sueño siempre haber enfrentado a alguien como Charlo, al campeón. Creo que pues he estado haciendo bien mis cosas, por algo se me presenta la oportunidad y sigo pues haciéndolas mejor que nunca.
It's a dream come true to fight someone like Charlo, the champion. So if I keep doing things the way I have, the way that I have done things better than ever up until now, I feel like I deserve this opportunity and I'm striving to be better than ever when the fight happens.
Could you just ask him, though, how much better he feels? I mean, Jermall seems to be levels above people he has fought. Can you ask him his opinion of how much better he feels, or if he doesn't feel that way?
O sea, ahora la pregunta más específica es, Charlo, comparado con tus rivales anteriores, ¿cómo se compara en cuanto el nivel es mucho más alto, verdad?
No, claro, muchísimo. Creo que anterior a él pues tuvo Kirkland, pero pues ya un poco grande, ya como una pequeña leyenda. Y pues Charlo pues no se compara con ninguno de mis anteriores rivales.
Charlo doesn't compare to any of my previous opponents. There is absolutely no comparison whatsoever.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Dan Rayfield.
Hello, everybody. My question is for Jermall. Are you there, Jermall?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey, good to talk to you. So, you know, you're a big favorite in the fight, obviously. I think that's mainly because Montiel is not that well known. So I wonder, from your perspective, are you kind of in a no-win situation? Because the public and frankly, a lot of the press is going to think, you know what, you're supposed to win, perhaps do so somewhat handily. And if you don't win or you struggle, that will make you look bad. So where do you fall in that? Are you in a no-win situation in a fight like this?
Yeah, no-win situation. Like I'll fight for the people who love me. So, hey, come June 19th, you get fireworks. I mean, people don't know Montiel. I know Montiel. I study well. We'll see once we get in there.
Have you gone back and looked at some of his fights? Because, you know, he's fought some good guys, but he's come up, like it was mentioned in the opening by Brian, you know, he's come up a bit short in those fights.
I'm no James Kirkland. I'm no Hami Mangiel. I don't know how they train. I don't know. I'm Jermall Charlo. I will continue to be the best Jermall Charlo that y'all ever seen. I get better and better every fight, right? So look, I can't help that I don't get a chance to fight against the top competition, but you guys get to see a real legend in Jermall Charlo.
I want to know from you, Canelo now is long gone from the weight class. So when you look at the guys who have the titles, three of you anyway, each of you have your, say, claims, you know, to maybe being number one. Obviously, Triple G's been around a while. You know, he beat Deverenchenko before you, and he's a big name. You're a big name. You're undefeated. You know, you're making another defense. You come off a very good win also against Deverenchenko. And Andrade is undefeated with the big amateur background, Olympian, and coming off some good wins also, and also undefeated. How are we, the public and press, supposed to know who's the best middleweight if the three of you, of the best known guys who have the titles, are not fighting each other?
I don't know. The way I beat the guys that they beat, I take them out. I make it look easy. I just gotta continue to, hold on to the strap and protect my legacy at the same time. And I don't know, man. I don't know, but the middleweight division is very complicated. But the fights are there, so I guess real soon you'll get a chance to see them. But until then, I gotta reign as the champion.
So those are fights, though, that, you know, again, I'm not trying to discount Montiel because I know he's going to give a huge effort. But are post that, if you're successful, are you going to talk to your team and say, look, try to at least make one of those fights, see if Andrade can and we can get together, see if Triple G is interested?
We've tried, man. We've tried. Every time, like I fight Deverenchenko, then we try to go attack Golovkin. And Canelo moves up and he schedules another bout with someone else. And Demetrius Andrade, whatever his name is, he fights somebody that nobody knows. And like look, we tried, man. Only thing I could do is just focus on Montiel.
Okay.
I'm not frustrated by it. I'm the champ. So apparently if they want to unify, they have to figure out a way to make it work.
Gotcha. I just have one other question, not related to that. I was intrigued by the fact that you're having this fight on Juneteenth, and I've been around long enough to see promoters, you know, put big fights on Cinco de Mayo and play to the Mexican audience, and the promoters put on big fights in New York City on Puerto Rican Parade weekend, play to the big Puerto Rican fan base. You have your fight now in Houston on Juneteenth. I wonder what you think about taking a significant date for the Black community, certainly in Texas, and putting a big fight on them, making a big night of entertainment for the fans in Houston and in Texas. Do you think you can make that kind of date a regular boxing date for yourself, for your brother, for other Black fighters? And what do you think about having that date as, you know, a destination date for a big boxing match involving obviously a Black fighter?
I love the idea, and that's something that we're doing right now. We're starting off with our first fight on June 19th for my brothers and my sisters of the Black community. June 19th, I'll stand in the gap for you guys, so I get a chance to fight for my people, my community, my color, my race, It's gonna be an amazing night of boxing, and I get to do it against a neighbor, a Mexican neighbor. So it's gonna be a fight. Not to make it anything about race, because I love all people. But yeah, I get a chance to fight for the Black Lives Matter community. Just everybody that stand up for me, I get a chance to stand right back up for them.
All right, terrific. Thank you very much. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Jermall.
Thank you, Dan. Next, we'll go to Jeremy Herod, fan side.
First question's for Jermall. While talking to Brian, you talked about studying for Juan, and you talked about some of his strengths. What are the deficiencies that you're seeing that show that he really isn't on your level?
I'll be able to exploit those in a fight, but honestly, I just don't think he's seen a style like mine. It's different once you actually get in the ring with me and you see the things that I do and the way I flush my punches. He just, I don't know. He doesn't know where he's at certain points of the fight, and when it comes to attacking, he doesn't actually sits on shots that I sit on. So we'll get a chance to catch him coming in and catch him wanting to be strong. He said he got power, so he's gonna come forward. He's gonna come forward. He's not gonna know how to move, and it's just things like that, the way he places his hands and just his eye contact. Everything is just different for me. So I better show you guys when we get in the fight.
Second question for you, Jermall. You and your brother have really owned your divisions for quite a while. When people talk about pound for pound fighters and you see the publications with the rankings, and if your name and your brother's name aren't on there, do you guys view that as something that's really disrespectful considering what you guys have accomplished in the ring?
No, I'm 31-0, 22 knockouts. So it speaks for itself. Two-time world champion. None of that matters anymore. It's motivation to me to even get more and get better and get more and stay poised at the same time.
One question for Juan. Juan, in 2019, you fought Hugo Centeno to a draw. How have you improved as a boxer since that moment that you feel that you've maybe raised your level to a game to where you're worthy of a fight with Jermall?
So the question is that you fought Centeno, que peleaste contra Centeno a un empate en 2019. ¿Cómo sentís que has mejorado desde aquel entonces hasta ahora para ser digno de esta pelea por el título mundial?
Creo que he mejorado mucho. Cuando peleé con Centeno, hice un cambio que mi cuerpo no estaba acostumbrado en cuestión de entrenamiento. Iba agotado, iba con lesiones, pero pues ya pasó todo eso, ya estoy encarrilado y muy enfocado en esta pelea.
The thing about the draw with Centeno is I had to overcome a lot of adversity where I felt tired. I had injuries, but everything regarding that fight is behind me now. And all I'm focusing on is this great opportunity that I have in front of me, fighting Charlo on June 19th.
Thank you, gentlemen, and best of luck.
Thank you. Next question comes from Cole Whiston. Cole, you can unmute and ask a question.
Hi, sorry about that. The first one's for Jermall. Now, Jermall, I understand that you chose June 19th, and obviously with it being in Houston is a big moment for you. And not only is it a big moment for you, but fans will be back in attendance. I just want to know the whole atmosphere, what that means to you come June 19th.
It means a lot to me. I get a chance to fight for my people, man. Everybody know what we've been going through as a Black community. Just I get a chance to just put my life on the line and get the fans a great fight,
No, for sure. Now this one's for Juan. Due to the level of Jermall Charlo compared to the rest of your resume, not that it's not good, obviously. What is different in this training camp than ones from the past?
Bueno, considerando el nivel de Charlo y el nivel de tus oponentes en el pasado, no que tu currículum personal no sea bueno, simplemente la diferencia es evidente. Entonces, ¿qué has hecho en tu entrenamiento peculiarmente para esta pelea para estar listo de dar el salto de calidad?
He tenido pues mis entrenamientos de más intensidad, he tenido mucho más descanso que antes, pues nunca había estado tanto tiempo en un campamento de entrenamiento, tenemos 3 meses aquí, y pues alimentándome y durmiendo, descansando y entrenando muy duro.
I have never had a training camp as long as this one, 3 months already, but we upped the intensity and we put a lot of focus on getting more rest, nutrition, sleep, everything that will help me be a better fighter as we go into training.
Now, final question for Jermall. Same thing, Jermall. Is there something different in this training camp than what you've done in the past?
Just study more, study me, and the best way to use my advantages.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Thank you. Next question from Michael Retta.
Thank you. Thank you guys both for being on here. Jermall, my question's for you first. As you said, you fight for the people that love you, the people that support you. Obviously, it's a big day for the Black community, but also just, you don't get the love, as you said, from media and everything with where you pertain in boxing, but online, Twitter, Instagram, everything, chats, they show mad love to you and respect. So when you go out and perform and you do what you do, how does it feel, when you look on Twitter or something and you have the fans talking about how great of a fighter you are?
I'm really trying to understand your question, but
I can make as opposed to when media doesn't show you respect.
No.
My bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
You asked me the question and you gave me the answer. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I fight for the people who love me, right? That means if you love a real fighter, you love Jermall Charlo, Jermall Charlo, the Charlo twins, then you know exactly who we are and you know exactly what we do. We fight. We come to fight. I'm a boxer. And I fight for the people who love me. Meaning, when I see you guys show me love on Instagram and on Twitter, on social media, I love you right back.
Definitely. Sorry about that. I didn't mean it to come out the wrong way. But yeah. My other question is going to be for Juan. Juan Montiel, con la pelea que tienes aquí con Charlo, obvio muchos están hablando más de las peleas que él no tiene puesto con el pelea que tiene frente con usted. ¿Cómo te sientes tú de como que no estás enseñando respeto a usted como un peleador en esta pelea?
Juan, the question was for Juan there is that, people are talking about Juan fighting Charlo as just a stepping stone where he's not being respected much as an opponent. What does he think about that? Juan, ahora sí, todo tuyo. Juan?
No entendí, disculpa.
¿Podrías hacer de vuelta la pregunta, Michael?
Sí. Con el pelea aquí, están hablando más con los peleadores que no ha peleado Jermall Charlo, ha puesto con el pelea con usted. ¿Cómo te sientes a ti? Si te sientes como un poco enojado que no te están dando respeto a usted como un peleador?
No tengo ningún problema. Creo que pues se vale y pues dar la sorpresa, y creo que el triunfo pues sabe más la victoria.
I have no problem whatsoever with people underestimating me, because in the end, if I do what I have to do, the taste of victory will be even sweeter.
Thank you, Michael. We'll go to Ellie Sekback.
What's up, Jermall?
Hey, what's up, Ellie?
I'm doing great. So you heard Samson in the beginning. He predicted a knockout. What is your prediction for Samson?
I don't know. Samson crazy. I like Samson. He's a cool guy.
No, he is cool. But the Showtime lineup It started out with Mayweather, Logan Paul. It's continuing with your fight, and then of course Tank. Tell me about these fights: the Mayweather fight, your fight, and then Tank coming up, all on Showtime.
Showtime is doing a great job of putting on some great shows.
And last thing, to get ready for this fight, who in the past, when your past opponent, who does Montiel remind you?
Montiel is gonna be Montiel. I never compare the fighters to each other. I prepare different every time. So, like I said, I got my whole city behind me. I got all the black people in the world behind me. I get a chance to do it for the people. So I get a chance to enjoy a great night of boxing, man.
And then my last question: recently you posted you were in Mexico, and you were calling out Canelo while you were there. Can you tell me about that?
Say it again.
You were visiting Mexico, and you were on the beach. You said, Canelo, I'm looking for you.
No, Canelo rides horses. I ride horses. I'm in Mexico. He was in Mexico. He seen me out in Mexico. Come on, at least knock it off. You know Canelo at 168. I'm at 160. I'm focused on Montiel right now. Don't make an enemy out of me.
No, never. But hopefully we get to see that fight one day.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see that fight one day.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for joining and asking questions. I'll throw it back to Brian Custer now.
Okay, Greg, thank you very much. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much, and let's wrap it up here with the guys. And Juan, let's start with you, if you would. Just give us a final word on what we expect when you step in the ring with Jermall Charlo.
Danos tus últimas sensaciones sobre lo que significa para ti el estar dentro del ring contra Jermall Charlo.
Como te digo, siempre ha sido un sueño para mí enfrentar a alguien como Charlo y pues convertirme en campeón del mundo. Creo que, te digo, me siento afortunado, me siento bendecido y pues me estoy preparando para esto.
I feel blessed. I feel fortunate to be able to achieve my dream of fighting for a world title. And that's going to be my sole focus on June 19th, to make my dream come true.
Bueno, champ, final word on this. If I'm a person in Houston, if I'm a person in LA, and I see that Jermall Charlo is fighting on June 19th, give us a reason why we need to watch.
It's going to be fireworks. I'm giving you the best Jermall Charlo that I can give you. I got a guy like Montiel going to come straight forward and bring me some power. I'm going to put it in my pocket, charge my phone up with it. Hey, I get ready. It's going to be a good night of boxing.
He is the hitman. He's undefeated. And he will be defending his title for the fourth time in fighting in his hometown of Houston for the fourth time as well. It comes your way on Showtime Championship Boxing, June 19th, which is Juneteenth there in Texas, a significant date in history, 9 p.m. Eastern, 3-fight card. Charlo, Montiel, the main event. You'll see Isaac Cruz as well, and you'll also see Angelo Leo and Aaron Alameda as well. It is being brought to you by Lions Only Promotion, TGB Promotions as well, and of course presented by Premier Boxing Champion and seen only on Showtime pay-per-view. Thanks for watching, everyone, and of course we will see you fight week next week and on June 19th when these two warriors step into the ring.
Let's go, baby.